Ido asu. Ngo onye jeko ya kwala ya. Anyị ga-ebebere ọ dị mkpa n'ihe m ga-asụrụ Igbo na ya bebere o wee bilife egwu nke a na-eme maka na ama m bụrụ ezoghị igwe ịma na amarị ọfụma ka anyị bịalụ Chineke. Anyị ekele gị eze ụwa niile onye dịkwa tutu ụwa niile adị onye ọ bụ site na amara gị ka anyị niile zukọrọ. Anyị ekele gị n'ihi ndụ ịdị mma gị ikwesị ntụkwasị obi gị na amara gị na arụ ike iji wee chọọ ndị gị mma. Anyị ekele gị n'ihi na ọ masịrị gị onye nwe anyị na anyị ga-ezukọkwa ọzọ n'arọ nke a na n'ụbọchị dị ka ụbọchị taa n'ihi ezi mmekọrịta nnọkọrịta n'inwe ọṅụ na n'ikpori ndụ. Anyị atụrụ gị mama n'ihi ụmụ anyị ndị enyi anyị ndị ikwu na ibe anyị na ndị anyị kpọrọ oku. Anyị ekelekwa gị. Father, we give you all the praise. It is by your grace that we are here all gathered. We return every glory to you. Our God and our Father, as we advance into this occasion, we commit all each and every one of us into your hands. May it please you that you will take absolute control of everything, every part of the event of this evening. Be thou our shield and our buckler. Be thou our God. Sanctify every people. Sanctify our meeting, O God. May the fellowship, the sharing, the togetherness bring so much love, understanding, unity, and divine growth. Be present among us, O great divine Spirit of God, that at the end we'll have every cause to say, we've been with our fellow people and we have celebrated a grace that is released from you. Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much. Please give him a round of applause again. He has actually put God Almighty in our midst, and we're very glad that He's with us. And now we have a program of this event for today, but we may have to rejig it, restructure it a little bit because of some dignitaries that may be going to other events. So now I need to call upon Dr. Peter Obiefuna. He was going to give us a rendition, understanding about the people of Anambra. Anambra is a very diverse state in the southeast of Nigeria. We are known for many activities and many prominence. So he's going to do a lot of elaborations on this. So please give him a round of applause, please.
Welcome, Anambranians, fellow Nigerians, Edmontonians, guests and friends. My role here, originally when Valentine called me to speak about Anambra today, he asked that I speak about Anambra the way I did a taste of Igbo land a few weeks ago. Who was at Taste of Igbo land? And I said to Val, that may not work here. At Taste of Igbo land, we were just doing a lot of fun. Originally, Nigeria was subdivided a number of years ago, before 1960 actually. You are now the pulpit. Originally, Anambra was subdivided. Nigeria was subdivided into the northern region, the western region, and the eastern region. And then later, the northern region was mostly all the Muslims, well, predominantly Muslims. The western region were predominantly the Yoruba-speaking Nigerians, and then the eastern region were predominantly the Igbo-speaking Nigerians. So everything now we know as Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Abia, some of Cross River, some of Rivers, some of the current Anambra State. Those were the Igbo-speaking parts of the Eastern region. Then East Central State was created. East Central State contained the core Igbo and some of the northern part, the western part, the Anyoma and Nyocha people, the people to the west of the Niger were given another state. Then it was called the Midwest State, and then later Bendel State. And then people on the southern side to the left were now called the River State, and on the east they were called the Cross River State. And then the central core of Igbo-speaking people remained the East Central State. Later, East Central State was broken down into Anambra and Imo states. And then another state division led to Anambra State being broken further down into Enugu State and Anambra State. So Anambra has been a very old name that has survived many state divisions. So what we are now called as Anambra State are the southern portion of the original Anambra State, which was near the north central portion of the original East Central State, and perhaps the eastern central portion of the original Eastern Nigeria. If this is beginning to get confusing, sorry, it's easier to show PowerPoints, but now you have an orientation. Now, what we have as Anambra State, which we call the light of the nation, we have our state capital in Awka. And there are many people in that state. Many people come from that state by the last population census of Nigeria. And as I've already introduced, we are bounded on the west by Delta State, the ones we call the Midwest, from the original Midwest. Then on the south by Imo, on the east by Enugu State, and on the north by Kogi State. And if you take a look at the map of Nigeria when you go home, you're going to see some of these will become clearer to you. Right now we have 21 local government areas in Anambra State. Local governments are like what we call municipalities here. More or less the same kind of government structure, a little less powerful, but local governments are pretty much like municipalities. That's the closest equivalence. And the majority of Anambra State indigents, majority of the language spoken in Anambra State is the Igbo language. We share this with all the 4 core states and the neighboring towns in the states that bound Igbo land. Well, the ones we call traditional Igbo land. There are a couple rare languages called the Igala and Epira languages that are spoken on the northern fringe. The owners of this language still consider them very important, but they are not as prominent as the major Nigerian languages like Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, and so on. Our cultural heritage as Anambranians, most of them are shared with other Igbo states. I know that at Taste of Igbo Land, Anambra didn't want to come last and show itself strong and mighty and powerful. But in a more sober presentation should let you understand that most of our cultural heritage is shared with Igbo states, and in fact, non-Igbo neighboring states to Igbo land. Some of these are masquerade dances. Some of them are very acrobatic Atilogo dance. If you don't know the Atilogo dance, just write it down, put it on YouTube, and you'll see amazing acrobatic displays by very young people. I can do it too, but anyway. Then if you bring an ambulance, yes. Then there is the Egede dance from people, from Unubi people. These are unique cultural dances that we are very proud of as our cultural heritage. Then there is the popular Obate Kuruma dance, which is like a celebration of the role of the woman in Anambra culture and how we honor and elevate the role of the woman as the childbearing person and the child nurturing person of the household. We have a lot of good food in Anambra. You know about some of them already, and some of them is probably cooked in your homes now. Onubu soup is one of our popular Anambra state soups. Then there's Nsala soup. Onubu is the one that's slightly bitter but not bitter. Then Nsala is a white soup. It's not like the white man's white soup, right? It's a soup that's thick enough to use for a bath and pounded yam. Then we have Ona is an acquired taste. It looks like yam that everybody hates, right? You know, in the family of yams, we share these cultures. But Ona grows in my family land now. And you know what? Anybody who has eaten Ona will say, if you want it, take it. Nobody misses Ona. It's an acquired taste, to say the least. Then there's so far, most other Nigerians call it banga soup. Very delicious, and sometimes it's actually recommended by older people because you use there's a way you process the oil that you use for banga soup that makes it healthier and more delicious. Anambra has a very boisterous economic, we have a very boisterous economy. One of the things you notice about Anambra people, which they have in common with Igbo land, but very much like an authentic Anambra trait is some Anambra businessmen do trades that require a certain kind of intellect. Let me explain. It's easy to buy clothes and sell. It's easy to buy shoes and sell. Perfume, trinkets. But it's difficult to go and buy motor spare parts and sell. If you go to a motor spare parts dealer's shop, there are probably 1,000 different items. Cone bushing, horn bushing, gasket of this, gasket of that, number 42, number 27. All the pieces inside an engine of every make of car. He knows whether he has it or he doesn't have it. And they don't keep inventory on some kind of book. You just come, the kid knows whether they have that item. They go find it and give you. If they can't get it, there's somewhere to go and get it. Anambra people are good with motor spare parts. And one day I was thinking, these people are really designed to be engineers. Because to be able to sell motor spare parts, you have to know a lot about the car. You can pick out a piece of thing and you know which part of the car it comes from. And that's no surprise why the first vehicle assembly plant in Nigeria is sited in Anambra State. We are big transporters, like the Kennedy Chukwu. We are prominent in government. The very first Prime Minister of Nigeria, Azikiwe, right? Or the Prime Minister, is from Anambra State. Odumegwu Ojukwu, who you all know, right? It's from Anambra State. The Vice President of that Shagari, right? It's from Anambra State. Peter Obi, the recent should have been President of Nigeria. It's from Anambra State. And I can go on and on and on. And I know other states of Nigeria have prominent people too. If we were in a fun and game place, I would never admit that anybody else has anybody. But there are many prominent Igbo people like that. Many of them are concentrated in Anambra State. And I'm going to tell you what I think is the reason. The reason why I think Anambra State has a way of concentrating certain unique skills in the state. I think Anambra people have a philosophy called Onyaga na Nwanne. Do not leave your brother behind. This is why when you come to a family where a senior brother is a motor parts dealer, every cousin, maternal or paternal, every brother who is willing to do it will become a motor spare parts dealer. If they're a mechanic, they train their brothers. Whatever they do, if they go to school, they train their brothers. Many of the people you see here, the first substantial money they made, they probably gave it to a brother to start business, or use it to pay school fee for a sister or a brother. That's one thing about Anambra people that is very overwhelming. In fact, when you are from Anambra State, and of course other parts of Igbo land, uniquely it's an authentic Igbo trait that you are not rich yet until you have raised the people following you. No matter what you have, there's a tendency to feel you are not rich yet. Most of our people don't begin to buy their own house until they can raise their brothers in school or do this or do that. And it's easy to come and say, these people, why are they so enterprising? But sometimes it's because we put our first eggs in the family basket instead of in our own pocket alone. And this is something that we ought to celebrate and continue in different ways. If you go to Anambra State, if you go to Nigeria and you travel to the state, try and visit some of our amazing tourism sites, like the Obunike Cave and the waterfall, like the Buku Museum. We have you, and if you go and you check with what are they called again, tourism and travel, something, you are going to get more information on their website, and these are very nice places to visit. We have many tertiary institutions, universities, middle, post-secondary institutions that are not quite, but there are so many. You pick the one that works for you, you pick the one at the intellectual level that you find yourself. You will never lack for a school to go to if you intend to go to school. Prominent among which is Anambra University, which was a campus of the bigger University of Nigeria, I think, before they now made it into a state university. Then there is Asutech, and there are quite a lot of them. Federal Polytechnic, Oko, and many private institutions. I will just end by naming some of the prominent people that come from Anambra State that you already know. Chinua Achebe, Obi is a question, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, which I think many of you will know, Bennett Omalo, Cardinal Francis Arinze. Many of these people are very known, including the ones I mentioned to you before. And the reason why they became known is probably because they did something on the world stage that was popular. But one thing, like I said, I think if there's anything you get from this speech today, it is to know that the unsung heroes of Anambra State region are the ones who are struggling every day and trying to lift their brothers, trying to lift their sisters, trying to lift one another in this corporate community fellowship so that we can all rise together and prosper together. If we had the mango, help others. And that is how Anambra prospers, and God will prosper us for them in Jesus' name.
Please, guys, give him a resounding round of applause. He basically gave us a history of Anambra State, business-wise, and all the big-time achievers in Anambra State. So, Dr. P, thank you very much for that. So, the takeaway from Dr. P's speech is something that we have to sit down and think deeply about. Helping ourselves, helping our brothers, regardless of how much you believe that you should be you first, you should think about your brother, because in the true sense of it, your wealth is actually when other people are doing well based on your own accord. So please, imperative to embed this character in everything you do. It's very easy. You can start from somewhere. right? I was once told that the highest juju I can do is to help somebody that can never be able to help me. That sunk in, and that has been helping me throughout my lifetime. And also to add to more of what Dr. P said about the resilience, the ingenuity, and the creativity of Anambra people, both in every aspect of Nigeria, like both in education, both in business, commerce, and trade, and all other aspects of life in Nigeria. It boils down to not just a phenomenon for me, but it's more like something that occurred in the past. Let me break it down to you guys. The decree, or rather the constitution of the federal government of Nigeria is such that the educational parts of Nigeria, there's some parts of Nigeria that are educationally disadvantaged, so to speak, which are the northern part of Nigeria. This is what they termed it, right? Then there's some parts of Nigeria they regard as educationally enabled, that they have more proficiency to actually learn, which happens to fall in the categories of states on the southern part of Nigeria. So it made them to form a certain rule in the constitution for cut-off points for examinations, right? Both in the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board examination, and also the entry examination for unity schools and secondary schools. So it was quite steep for an indigene, especially Anambra State. Anambra State, if you want to study a certain course in university in Nigeria, you have to have a very high cutoff point to be able to be enrolled inside this into the university. So this made every Anambra indigene, so to speak, not just Anambra, some other states in the south, to be extremely hardworking when it comes to reading and studying and taking their books seriously, right? Over time, this law was from the decrees in the military regime up to the old constitution, up to the new constitution. This thing has been existing. So this made individuals to be very, very hardworking whenever it comes to taking examinations. And since then, most of the examinations that are being done, Anambra State has been always the top-notch students with the highest scores in JAM up till today, right? It's been happening for over decades, and it's still happening. So I think that factor also plays a role, and you might never know, it also plays a role when it comes to business as well. So I just wanted to add some bite to what Dr. P said. So moving along, we'll be having staggered information from some of our prominent people around. I can see the president of our IKEA, the Igbo Cultural Association of Edmonton, she's also here. And I think I saw the president of NCAE, and that is Funke Olokude. I see her presence here, just saying hi to you. So those two wonderful ladies will be coming very soon to speak to us, grace this occasion, and make some comments to us. But before then, we have to, first of all, come home. We have the president of the Anambra State Association of Edmonton here. He has been working tirelessly since 2-3 weeks, and is still working overnight. So, Mr. Valentine Akabo, please, could you come and make some opening speech before we make progress with this event? Please give Mr. Akabo a round of applause. He needs to make some speech and open this event officially.
Thank you, MC Opi Ozawalo. You know your thread, that is Kobo thread for you. You want to send money to Nigeria? That's your guy. Okwi Ozawalo Kobo Thread. And I want to thank especially Dr. Givna, who has introduced Anambra State to us. Asking Yonyama, Koma, Konyama Homaho. Unfortunately, we were born in different parts of Nigeria and we don't know the next village to us. That is why we have to introduce our different communities to each other when we gather like this. We are here today as people from Anambra State and Igbo in general. We are here to mingle and to show the wider Edmonton community who we are. We're still waiting for our guests to come. We thank those who are here already. The purpose of this meeting is to get Anambra people together. This is how we get together, share in our joys, and of course, in our sorrows too, not just when we are happy. I welcome you all. Thank you for coming. I want to thank the government of Alberta who are supporting our integration in this city, encouraging multiculturalism, asking us to work together as one to build a formidable Edmonton and a wider, more powerful Alberta. We want to thank our brother, the former Minister for Multiculturalism, the former Attorney General and Deputy Minister of Alberta, Casey Mag, and all the friends.
I am both humbled and grateful for the opportunity to serve in this capacity, as our people are known for their hard work, resilience, and excellence. And these qualities have served us quite well in Edmonton, where most of us have already chartered cities, making significant contributions to our local community as well as our economy. And these successes have actually made lots of impacts on this land that most of us have chosen to call home now. But despite all of our successes, there's still many challenges that face us as people of Nigerian heritage here in Edmonton. These challenges include social and economic inequities, as well as the ongoing struggle to build and maintain a strong, supportive community that can help us overcome these obstacles. As the president of the NCAE, my primary goal is to work with every single Nigerian in Edmonton to address these challenges head on. And I believe that by working together as a community, we can achieve great things. As members of the Nigerian community here in Edmonton, you have a crucial role to play in building a stronger and more vibrant community. And I hope you will join me and my amazing team in this effort. We can build a community that is exceptional, more resilient, and more supportive more than ever before. It is time to turn our individual successes into community success. This agenda is imperative for the identity and well-being of the next generation of people with Nigerian heritage who are growing up biculturally on this land. And that is also known as our youth and our young children, all of whom we see around today. I applaud the Anambra Association of Edmonton in demonstrating the essence of showcasing our heritage as Nigerians, illuminating multiple ways to promote multiculturalism while fostering interculturalism and combating racism head-on through celebration. I invite each and every one of you to join me and my team in collaboration towards building a formidable Nigerian community here in Edmonton. Because together we can achieve great things. Together we can make a difference. Together we can make impacts that builds economic and cultural wealth for generations to come. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause. That was Foge Olokude. So now understand that we have a bigger family. The whole of Nigeria and Nigerians are also here. And NCAE is an association for Nigerians, right? By Nigerians, right? So it's imperative that you subscribe to their newsletters, listen to information that they have, go for their meetings. It's not just your rights, but it's your responsibility to ensure that you are part of NCAE. So please make sure you do this. There's a lot of benefits that comes from it. Information comes, resources come, jobs will actually come too. So it's a win-win for you. So as we keep going with our event today, I believe we now have time for more salutations. Salutations from our dearest president of the Igbo Cultural Association of Edmonton, who has already started enjoying most of the delicacies from the Anambra people. So please let's have Mrs. Ifoma Okoye to come and address us, please. Please give her a round of applause, please.
Thank you. And yes, I have started enjoying the delicacies. That was because I was so hungry. But I thank you all, Anambra people. Hello, good to see you. Anambra and I don't know if you are an Anambra person because you should not be louder than yours. Come on, people, let's make noise. Awesome, thank you. So I'm Anambra from Okoye, the president of Igbo Cultural Association of Edmonton. My name is Ifoma Okoye. So we are here today to enjoy the Anambra hospitality. As we have heard from Dr. Peter Obiefuna about the history of Anambra, Anambra is one of the states or the provinces that make up the Igbo land. So Igbo land has many other states, and Anambra people, you are one of those Igbo people. I know the Monday German, right? Are you German or is it just fanfare? Which one is it? Yes, I have been told that you awesome. Yes, Anambra people, you do things great, and I expect to see greatness, nothing but that. So thank you all, and on behalf of the Igbo Cultural Association of Edmonton, I welcome all of you here, and I also welcome, most especially, our Nigerian Canadian Association of Edmonton President, Miss Funke Olakude. Thank you for gracing this occasion. Now, while we are Igbos, we are also part of Nigeria, right? So we should try to support as much as possible. And if you like what you're seeing here, which is just a little taste of what is going to happen on August 26th, which is our Iriji, you don't want to miss the Iriji. It's going to be big. It's going to be fun. If you liked what you saw in the Taste of Igbo Land, you want to definitely come to the Iriji on August 26th at Borden Park. And Mr. Okwi, also who is our MC, has flyers. Feel free, grab some, send to your friends, share, invite them. We are going to have fun. More fun. I shouldn't say that. But thank you. Bye-bye.
So you guys, you heard it, and just to put more flesh to the bone of what she spoke about for the Iriji New Year Festival that is coming up. You know, we've had a lot of activities in the past. We've had the Taste of Igbo Land, we've had the Youths and Elders Party, we've had the Anambra and some other community association gatherings, right? So, but at the end of the day, we now put the best for the last, which is the Iriji. I implore all of you, 26th of August, mark your calendars, mark the dates, come out and you will see awesome traditional cultural displays, sumptuous dishes and food. Friends and family, invite all of them. So now, for us to make more progress today on this event, we thank all the people that have made speeches, we thank all the people that have made comments. And I believe and hope everyone has learned one or two information or one or two things about Nigeria itself, Anambra State itself, and also Igbo people and the Igbo culture. We thank everybody that has made comments again, and for now, while we wait on the next activities, this DJ is going to, trail us with some awesome Nigerian music that is currently hot. So you guys enjoy yourselves, mingle with friends, get to know your friends. I'll be sharing the flyers for the EBG so that you can actually see it and know what it's all about. So DJ, do your thing. How you understand it as an immigrant in Edmonton. So we have a notable person here amongst us, Mr. Augustine Mara. Is going to decipher, break it down in small bites, all about the multiculturalism in Edmonton. So please give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my people of Anambra State, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. My name is Augustine Mara, as you have just heard. I know a lot of you may have looked at each other when I said my people of Anambra State. I am actually from Sierra Leone, West Africa, but I visited Lagos in 1976 as a very young man, again in 1980, actually 74, 76 and 1980 I was in Lagos at Festac Village before I came to Canada in 1981. Before I delve into the question, multiculturalism, what is the Alberta Integration Initiative? I decided to talk about these three themes before I answer the question. What is the Alberta Initiative? So I will begin by highlighting the benefits of Canada's multiculturalism policy. I will talk about some of the challenges of multiculturalism, and also how to overcome the challenges of multiculturalism, and finally I will talk about the Alberta Integration Initiative. What are the benefits of Canada's multiculturalism policy? Canada's multiculturalism was adopted in 1971 by Pierre Trudeau's Liberal government. It was intended as a port in the world to adopt a multiculturalism policy. The benefits of Canada's multiculturalism policy are numerous. First, the policy promotes accommodation of cultural and religious diversity, which is mirrored in its immigration policies. And about 58% of new permanent Canadians or residents in Canada in 2019 entered the country through its economic category, the largest of 4 immigration tracks. This helps integrate visible minorities into the labor market, and Canada has experienced more participation of members of minority groups in different business sectors such as transportation, communications, banking, and other departments. Multiculturalism also allows the value and dignity of all Canadians, regardless of their racial origins, language or religious affiliations. Plus, the status of 2 official languages, French and English. Canada promotes multiculturalism by encouraging Canadians to participate in all aspects of life. This creates a more inclusive society where everyone feels welcome and can contribute to their fullest potential. Overall, Canada's multiculturalism policy has been successful in creating a more inclusive and diverse society that benefits everyone. So, what are some of the challenges of multiculturalism? Multiculturalism is the view that cultures, races, and ethnicities, particularly those of minority groups, deserve special acknowledgement of their differences. Just give me a second here. Yeah. I'll take that sentence again. Multiculturalism is the view that cultures, races, and ethnicities, particularly those of minority groups, deserve special acknowledgement of their differences within a dominant political culture. While multiculturalism has many benefits, it also presents some challenges. One of them is the primary challenge of multiculturalism is the potential of cultural clashes. When individuals from different cultural backgrounds come together, conflicts may arise due to differences in values, norms, and practices. These clashes can lead to misunderstandings, tensions, and even hostility. Secondly, multiculturalism also stands as a challenge to liberal democracy. In liberal democracies, all citizens should be treated equally under the law by abstracting the common identity of citizenship from the real social, cultural, political, and economic positions and identities of real members of society. However, this abstract view ignores other politically salient features of the identities of political subjects that exceed the category of citizenship, such as race, religion, class, and gender. The third challenge of multiculturalism, there are also challenges related to identity and belonging. For example, identity denial occurs when individuals are not accepted as members of the group that they identify with. This can lead to feelings of exclusion and lack of belonging. Overall, while multiculturalism has many benefits, it also presents some challenges that need to be resolved. Thank you. Thank you. So, how can we overcome the challenges of multiculturalism? Overcoming the challenges of multiculturalism requires effort from individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. Here are some ways to address these challenges. First, promote cultural competence. Cultural competence is the ability to understand, appreciate, and interact with people from cultures different from our own. By promoting cultural competence, individuals and organizations can develop the skills and knowledge necessary to effectively navigate cross-cultural interactions. Number 2, encourage open communication. Open communication is key to overcoming misunderstandings and conflicts that may arise due to cultural differences. Encouraging open communication can help individuals and organizations address issues as they arise. And we can work together finding mutually beneficial solutions. Number 3, we should address prejudice and discrimination. Prejudice and discrimination can create barriers to integration and inclusion. Addressing these issues requires a commitment to promoting equality and challenging discriminatory attitudes and behaviors. 4, we should foster inclusion. Fostering inclusion involves creating an environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and able to fully participate. This can be achieved through initiatives such as diversity training, inclusive hiring practices, and the promotion of diverse perspectives. Overall, overcoming the challenges of multiculturalism requires the commitment to promoting understanding, respect, and inclusion. By working together, we can create a more harmonious and inclusive society. Now, the last aspect, which is multiculturalism. What is the Alberta Integration Initiative? The Alberta Integration Initiative is an initiative led by the Alberta Association of Immigrant Serving Agencies, AAISA, and funded by Citizenship and Immigration Canada, CIC. The initiative is designed to engage a variety of stakeholders, including settlement agencies, government representatives, and research networks in discussions about settlement and integration in Canada. One example of this initiative was held in Alberta, is the Alberta Integration Summit that was held on October 30 and 31st in Edmonton last year, I believe. The summit brought together participants from various organizations to discuss issues related to settlement and integration in the province. So, AAISA is an organization that supports Alberta's settlement and integration sector. It has been working to support newcomers to the province since 1980. So, ladies and gentlemen, when Valentine asked me, I told him I've been here since 1981. There was a mayor here called Mayor Nicole, who was a lawyer, and he was one of the people who wrote the policy and took it to Ottawa to have a multicultural diversity. So if we're here today, we say thanks to the government of the Liberal government of Pierre Trudeau. I know even though some of us may be very conservative here, but if we have so many immigrants in Canada, it was because of the federal government of Pierre Trudeau. And we thank Mr. Lawrence Nicole, who is now deceased, and the former mayor of Edmonton. Thank you, and I do thank you for this privilege to talk to you all. Have a great day, and I look forward to meeting more people. Thank you.
Please give them a round of applause. They have helped us to explain multiculturalism, the understanding of how it works, and everything related to it. So please, it's very important that we families in numbers. There's a lot of kids around. Please pay attention to your kids. Know where your kids are. Parents, please pay attention and know where your kids are. This is an open park. There's water right behind me. So please, it's imperative that you know where your kids are. Please, we will not be held responsible for any missing children. Please. So now, for us to make progress in this event, we call upon the people that are all dressed for the fashion parade. We call upon all the people that are dressed for fashion parade, including the kids, the women, and the men. Everybody that is dressed for fashion parade, if you're dressed in fashionable cultural wear, like myself, if you're male, you're female, you're a kid, you came with your folks, anybody came with, and you believe that you're very stylishly dressed in the Nigerian or Igbo way, so please, I want you to come forward so we will showcase this rich culture and our style to our friends in Edmonton. So DJ, please give us a song that will help me narrate the designs and also for them to showcase the styles. DJ, it's your turn. Thank you. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you. Please do give a round of applause. Yes. And this is the stage that everybody wants to hear. So we have food on my right hand side. So let us just, based on our own discretion, be on the queue or be on the line to be served. We have servers that are helping out to serve the food. So just get on the line and get served for the food. So DJ, please, while we're being served, please could you just give us some music so, you know, we could eat some food and make some merry. Thank you.
The spoon.
Wow, okay.
Apple Harlem.
I told you, I go to that. Because I didn't so for the sending out on the I went up and go.
Okay. Okay. What a hope with the camera.
And I'm okay.
I don't know where but that. Yeah. Can give it. Also good stuff that. Oh,
On an occasion or a challenge, they always do it to the best of their ability. So please give a resounding round of applause for the men for that resounding display. Please give them a round of applause, please. So now, as they keep enjoying themselves, having a meal, two informations I need to put out. There are more kids in the park. He missed it again. So, we've done so much for you. Thank you very much. Better luck next time. The next guy, come to the front. What's your name? Kene. How old are you? 8. Kene is 8. So let me look for an 8-ish question for Kene. Oh, Kene, are you Nigerian? Are you from Anambra State? You're from Anambra State?
Yes.
Okay, can you spell Anambra? Do you want to think about it? Do you want me to give you my pen and paper to write it? Okay, I'm going to give him my pen and paper to try to write it. Probably he'll get it right. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, what's your name again? Kene, right? Yeah, Kene got it right. So Kene got Anambra right. It's A-N-A-M-B-R-A. So please give him a round of applause. So Kene wins a $15 Tim Hortons gift card. Congratulations. How do you feel? Yeah, now, again, I see a lot of kids who want to participate, right? So, every kid, I just want 10 kids to come at the front. Once you get to the front, I will trim it down to 5. Okay, so come to this side, please. So actually we need 5 kids, but since we have 10, we'll make it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, come to the front. We'll make it quick. What's your name? Shara? Chidera. She's Chidera. So Chidera, I have a question first. Are you Nigerian? What state are you from? Chidera is from Anambra State, right? So Chidera, do you have a bicycle? You have a bicycle? You like riding your bicycle? And do you have a grandma?
How are you?
And if you wanted to tell your grandma in Igbo about your bicycle, what would you call the bicycle? You have 2 chances. Chance number 1, what would you call your bicycle? She has no idea. So chance number 2, what would you call a bicycle in Igbo? Okay, thank you very much. Better luck next time. Go sit down. So the next person, what's your name?
My name is Cheesy.
My name is Cheesy. So Cheesy, how old are you?
11.
11 years old?
Yes.
So you have a quick question. Can you just tell me one prominent person in or from Anambra State? A prominent person, somebody that's been in business, somebody that's been in politics, somebody that is really respected, that you've heard of or you heard of your parents talking about. Just tell person's name. That's all I need. You have one chance. Can you say louder? Can you say louder? Peter Obi, please give her a round of applause. So she gets a $15 gift card from Tim Hortons. So are you happy for this? Are your parents members of the Anambra Association of Edmonton? Wow. Oh, Chiduso, wow. And kids, they twist names to something else. So Chiduso, how old are you?
I'm 9.
Chiduso is 9 years old. So let's look for a 9-ish question for her. So have you been to your hometown before? Okay, do you know the name of this hometown? Can you tell us the name?
Anambra.
Okay, Anambra is actually the state, but you must have a town that you came from. Can you tell us? No, you'll be disqualified. Could you tell us the name of your hometown? Enugu is a state as well, so I need you to tell me the state of the town, the name of the town.
Just same day. Come, I'll take you.
What you do, when you get back home, try to ask your parents, what town am I from, right? So you could have it in your head and know that you actually came from a town in Anambra State. Is that good? Will you do that for me? Okay, thank you. Better luck next time. So what's your name, sir? Kevin. How old are you? 13. Okay, I will give Kevin a 13-year-old question. Do you know the town you're from in Anambra State? You're from Okuzu in Anambra State. Okay, now I need you to name two other towns in Anambra State. Two other towns in Anambra State. Once you get those two towns right, you win that gift card. You have two chances. What was that? What country is that? Fiji. He said no, Fiji. Is there any hometown like no Fiji is in China? Okay. So you lost your first chance. This is your second chance. Name two towns in Anambra State. Guys, please step back a bit. Step back. Are you proud of us? Can you step back a bit? Okay, you guys, we have a quick announcement. There's the garbage bin is actually near the toilets. So please, all the stuff you used to eat, don't trash them on the floor or on the tables or on the benches. Please, just take them to the garbage bins and dispose of them properly, please, if you can. Please. So now we go back to our questions. And it seems the questions have been compromised, so I'll be changing the questions for him. It's going to be a one-chance question. So, Anambra State itself, do you know the capital of Anambra State? You have one chance. You want to try? No, the capital of Anambra State is not Okuzu, so go sit down Better luck next time. So the next person, what's your name? My name is Sandra. How old are you? 9 years old. So let's look for a 9-ish question for Sandra.
No.
Have you heard of a certain person called Chinua Achebe? Have you heard of somebody called Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala? Have you heard of somebody called Peter Obi? Can you tell me where the state that this man is from? No one should talk. Tell me, what state is Peter Obi from? I can hear you. Can you say it louder? Please give her a round of applause. Peter Obi is from Anambra State. Please give her a round of applause. So you do win a gift card. So reach me afterwards. I'll take your number to find a way to send it. So now, what's your name?
Okioma.
What?
Okioma.
Okioma. Are you from Anambra State too? Okay. Do you know one state that is very close to Anambra State? There are actually 6 states that are surrounded by Anambra State. Can you just name one state that is not Anambra that is bordering Anambra State, right beside Anambra State? It's either you can get to Anambra through those states or it's right beside Anambra State. So I just want one state and the name of the state.
Do I get 3 chances?
No, you don't get 3 chances. You get 1 chance.
Delta State.
Wow. Please give him a round of applause. Delta State. This is a very bright kid. Delta State. Very intelligent kid. Thank you very much. What's your name again?
Okioma.
Okioma. Please, Okioma, reach out to me for your gift card as well. So what's your name?
Hey!
Don't you
See my bros.
12. You're not sure? You want to ask your mom? How old?
13 in August.
April 13 in August. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we'll give you a 13-year-old question. Okay. What school do you go to in Edmonton? Louis Saint Laurent. And the English word for where you go to school in Canada is school. What is the Igbo word for school in Anambra State? What is the Igbo word for school? You go to school, there'll be a word for school in Igbo language. How did you know that?
Well, so I ate my mom, make sure I know everything about my mom. So the way I remember it is, school is always categorized with books. And then the way it's called in Igbo, if you look at its literal translation, is house of books, so full of house. Or, house of books.
That's very good. Please give him a round of applause. And your parents have done very well. So the last person, what's your name? Come this way. What's your name? Lucy. Where are you from? Are you Nigerian?
Yes.
What state are you from? Okay, and how old are you? 9. She's 9. So let's look for a 9-ish question for her. Okay, how did you get to this?
Thank you.
backward so that people can actually see the grandmas. Please, all the kids, go back to your seats or sit backward so that they can see the grandmas. Please, for this to work. Please, I beg of you, please kindly go back. This can work. Now, I'm going to ask a question. I need clear answers. Please, clear answers. They are forming caucus here. Grandma in green, should she stay or should she go? Should she stay or should she go? Go or stay? The grandma in red here, should she stay or should she go? The grandma here, should she stay or should she go? Okay, since all of them are wanting to stay, I'm going to ask them questions. Simple questions. Yes, I'm going to ask them questions. So, Grandma, I have a question for you. Can I have you? Louisa, also Igbo, so swallow Igbo. Igbo, okay. Kedu obodo isi na Anambra State? Ụmụnachi. Kedu ime ejirimara ụlọ na Ụmụnachi?
Ejimara anyị n'Ụmụnachi. Anyị na-ebu ahụ na ya.
Kedu onye bụ ofu onye n'obodo ụlọ ama na Nigeria? Ọ bụrụ onye nọgodo na politics na business na-eme ọfụma, gwa ya afọ onye ahụ. Alpha Empire. Okay, I give her that. I've heard of the person before, so she stays. So I go to the next grandma. A simple question. 3 plus 5 will give me no Igbo. Please give her a round of applause. I didn't see that coming. They're even more intelligent than I thought. So I'll go to the next grandma. Mama, what's your name? Can you go for me?
Mrs. Benedict, John Opo.
Okay, Mano. Because why Afro Bodaino and the Alpha City I know get a why Afro Bodaino country and the Alpha City I know
Edmonton.
Wow. I think I'll have to be changing the questions. They have very smart kids. So, Grandma, you're welcome. What's your name, ma?
Felicia.
Felicia Obunene. Can you be Tolo na Nigeria? Ito na Nigeria. Okay. Can you be Cholo? Ndo na Nigeria. Echo kahana muta maka ọchịchị a na-achị na Nigeria. Ono je sete nwa. Oni sifu oni badu. Ụlọ ọgwụ, ụzọ, ọkụ na adụ. Kedu ime ị chọrọ ka ọ dị na Nigeria ka ibe dị mma na Nigeria?
Ife chọrọ ka ndị Nigeria na-eme. Kafa lụọ ụzọ. Kafa Chineke mmiri. Kafa lụọ ụlọ ọgwụ. Ụmụaka esi akwụkwọ ọrụ. Gọọmenti a na-akwụkwọ ụgwọ. Ha na-eme ndị ọrụ ọfụma. Na-eme ndị obodo ọfụma.
Quando cola ne aka. Grandma, you go get up again. Oh yeah, na to go get her. Okay, more than the chamo. How come when I never we to I than in a Okay, Mbapiko. Ona isifu ayin chakita. Ayin chana bambo. Na alwolo. Na choiba na cho. Kedi ne chilai, kedi cho. Kedi enyemaka. Efubo mi jagwai. Na kwagai ne nyela yaka. Ayi ne me fai ne me domboda. Ona go.
Leso. Wow. And since you are 30 years ago, Africa citizen, the police are there, they see no time. We don't have to see men. We have flight about Nigeria. Or even the 12, or kidnapping, or insecurity, or labor. Labor knows everybody is secured. Never like it. Nigeria, Jesus.
Very impascious. Because thank you. Because next grandma, if they go get that, if you don't know that, if they are Nigeria, so if you doctor, also you know malaria and typhoid. Or even also you know malaria and typhoid. I have to tell you the drink. Can you reach all Nigeria doka? Ebi fugo one ese nedonda aradura na oboda. All the healthcare system will not see do no oboda. People owabodula oni isi choka Nigeria do compared to one Canada. Mama, no. Onisi fu ibe na kanu na obodo akita. Basala anumwani. Basala Ichisa family. Basala divorce. Ogosi na adụzi ka o si dị and ama m mgbe unu na-anụ di ọ dị iche and o nwere ọdụmọdụ adụla unu before unu abaa na marriage biko n'obodo a kịta statistics na-egosi the figures ibe a na-agwa anyị na TV bụ na ụmụ nwaanyị anaghị ekwezi ụmụ nwoke sef enwezighị patience and the family are na-etisi so biko o nwere ihe iji advice ndụ na-ebe a ma ndị na-enwe nsogbu na marriage ma ndị chọrọ ịba marriage all the information ha kwesịrị ịma biko kọwara ya unu nwasị nọ for 40-50 years in marriage with no complaint with happiness biko mama kọwara anyị